Yes, we are celebrating 200 years of Simpson County. And Jean Allen told me today that actually this is our birthday.
It is.
It's our birthday today. These two ladies are on the executive committee for the Bicentennial, and they are going to tell us lots of information, and we'll have that information also for you online. Okay, girl. Oh, I forgot. This is Jean Allen, and this is Judy Lee. Jean is McGee, and Judy is Simpson is Mendenhall. So we just are blended together. All right, Judy, tell us what's going on.
Well, as many are aware, and of course you too, Ms. Sue, 50 years ago, in 1974, the county celebrated the Sesquicentennial. I tell them I have a hard time saying that word. And it was held on the courthouse lawn, the finale, where they planted a time capsule. And a lot of the citizens were able to put items in it. So here we are 50 years later, from 1974 to 2024, and yes, this year in Simpson County we will be celebrating the big birthday for us. And the time capsule that was buried, we do plan to open it up on a finale event in July 4th.
Great.
But I'm sorry, I'm kind of making sure that I get all my points across, but over a year ago, a steering committee from the Historical Society was formed, and they began a lot of planning for this coming year, here 2024, for our county. They spent many hours, many days, and what they did, they formed different committees from that, and like you said, Ms. Jean and I are on the executive committee, and she represents McGee, I represent Mendenhall. But we have others, you know, other town areas in the county, and James Davis represents Delo, Kevin Davis represents Harrisville, Don Steen is representing Pinola Shivers area, and we have Reverend Scotty Holloway at large. So that's how it got started, and then back in August is when we were formed. And then each of us on the executive committee from our community, we formed our own committees within the towns to start planning festivities that will get started. But I'm going to let Ms. Jean talk about Saturday's event and the kickoff.
Oh yes, this is the big one. One of the big ones. Everything's big.
It is. Saturday, the 27th, we'll be kicking off the birthday celebration, the Simpson County Bicentennial, in the Alice Davis Park on Main Street, Mendenhall. And we have lots of good things lined up for the day. And yes, we do have Plan B.
That's right.
If there, we hope not, but in the event of rain, we do have Plan B. But it will start at 11 o'clock, and it will feature speakers and entertainment. And then we will move over to what was the Methodist Church in Mendenhall, now called the Mendenhall Church, for a light lunch.
Oh, nice.
And that will be at 12:15, and then at 1:15 we move to the courthouse, to the rotunda for the cake cutting for the birthday celebration. And in the rotunda there will be a nice display of different things that represent the county's, yes, that represents the county's history. Old photos that I think there's some depicted here. That's the old Mims Williams store in McGee, and people are bringing old photos, deeds, artifacts, memorabilia, all of these things that we're learning a lot about our history. That
Let me ask you something before you go further. If you have something that you think would be good to share with the committee, is it too late?
No.
It's and our last day is like Wednesday or something?
Well, on Thursday from 1 to 4 at the Miller Building, right down from the courthouse with the Historical Society, there's going to be members of our committee collecting from whoever wants to bring things, and they will be labeling them and numbering them, and then on Friday evening we will get everything to the courthouse.
Okay, so it's really not too late. So
no, Thursday from 1 to 4.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
great. Okay, go ahead. I probably got you off your rhythm of what you're doing.
No, that's fine, but that will be in the rotunda at the courthouse. And then at 1:30, the Simpson County Historical Society will open up the museum for anyone who wants to tour the museum. So that's kind of the
Plan.
schedule for the day. But Plan B is in the works, and that would be primarily at the church. We would have things there.
Well, I think we better have a plan B.
Yes.
Never hurts to, anyway.
No,
Maybe,
it doesn't.
maybe we can all just pray really hard.
Right, right now it looks like maybe some light rain Saturday morning, so since this starts at 11, I'm hoping it'll be cleared out. But if not, that's okay, we'll just move to the sanctuary of the Minden Hall Church.
That's good. Okay, Judy, I imagine people are wondering about your outfit.
I
forgot to tell them in the beginning.
Well, like I said, when the committee, the steering committee, what they did is they divided up timelines for each community. And McKee has 1824 to 1873. I'm going to read it out. That's why, you know, the time era, which was the pre-Choctaw Heritage era.
Yeah, probably many of y'all didn't even know we had Choctaw here.
And I know McKee's planned some things with Choctaws. Then for the 1874 to 1923, Pinola, Braxton, and Shivers have the post-Civil War era and the turn of the century, of course. Then with the Harrisville D-Lo, they're focusing on 1924 into 1973, the war years and the Civil Rights Movement time. Then Mendenhall, it will end there. We have 1974 to the present time. So our era is the 70s. So I tried to get up dressed like the 70s.
You did wonderful.
And Miss Jean, of course, is in her attire. But I thought that was really good how they planned to do it like that. You know, to divide up the eras of time through the 200 years.
And involve the entire county.
Yes.
Every town has an opportunity to share in the events, and it's really interesting what they're doing, and I think everybody will enjoy it. And most of the events are free.
Oh, that's great.
That makes it some more fun. We can all enjoy it.
That's right, that's right. All right, tell me a little bit about your merchandise. I see your t-shirt up there.
Yes, we, and I'll hold it up for everybody to see. We do have several merchandise that we're gonna, the executive committee's not selling. What we've done is we have these calendars, and that's a big factor here. Ms. G is gonna talk about, introduce the calendars in a minute. And then we have t-shirts, we have caps, but we didn't bring one of those. We're gonna have some blankets, some Simpson County blankets too available. And the executive committee, what we're doing is getting it out to different vendors to sell. Churches, organizations, chambers, all of those people are welcome to purchase from us at a wholesale price, and then we have marked the retail price for so everything will be fair of the selling amount. And then even retailers have them in the stores. I do know right now, we just got these in last Thursday, and New Beginnings in Mendenhall is carrying the t-shirts and caps. But we welcome any vendors, any retailers to please contact us, and we will get the merchandise to them.
That's so fun.
And then I'm gonna let Ms. Jean talk about the calendar.
Well, I just mentioned the events that are being planned over the entire county, and that's the neat thing about this calendar, in addition to it being such a nice souvenir of the bicentennial. First of all, it features 12 historical photos in the county, and these photos were submitted and then selected, actually voted on by the executive committee. I think there were like over 20 photos submitted. Okay, I was just going to kind of show, like Westville, this is going to be featured.
Oh, neat.
And just several. McGee has the McAlpin House and the sanatorium.
You know, the sanatorium is such a part of our history.
Yes, and Miss Jean's very, has a lot of knowledge about the sanatorium history.
Oh my goodness.
So that's an area.
That's hard to even believe it. I mean, I remember it, you know, but that's unreal. I've never seen an aerial view. That's awesome.
Great. And Pinola, that's downtown Pinola. So we've just got all of these wonderful photos in here. But the really neat thing is these events that each town will be having is also on this calendar.
Oh, great.
And so when you purchase a calendar, you've got an 8-week event time from each of the towns that are sponsoring these events. So that's what's really, really neat about it.
Let's see, I think McGee's is April. It
Yes,
starts in April.
I'm trying to flip back.
It
Yes.
kicks off with
Yes.
McGee in April.
And here are our events. That's a
Nice.
2-week period, and we have several events. So hope you all will plan to attend.
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes.
need you at all.
Yes, it's
This is gonna be
countywide, and
so
we
great.
want everybody to
Yes.
come together in all community events
Yes.
as much as possible.
Where will these calendars be on sale?
Oh, I have a list. Stevens in Mendenhall has them, McGuffey's, Mendenhall Library, Fast Stop Delo, the Braxton City Hall, Mendenhall Business Women, the Central Building Supply here in McKee, and Shivers Fish House right now have them all available for $15.
Okay, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But I want y'all to tell this, because when we started, I was asking about the calendar, and I want them to tell you how they chose the logo.
Well, it was a lot of thought put into it, and the acorn does have a significant role. The acorn up in the top of the courthouse, and I'm not going to tell a whole lot about it because one of the things on Saturday, Rosalind Lee will be explaining what the significance is of this acorn.
Yeah.
The colors were chosen from a lot of communities here in the county. The gray color coming from McGee, the gold color coming from Mendenhall, and the blue coming from Pinola School. So that's how it was formed. Gay McGee, a lot of y'all know her. I think she's moved away now. She was instrumental in a lot of this getting started with the steering committee with Richard Rankin and Ross Walton, and so she helped some with this too. We've had our logo since maybe August or September. We had it pretty quick, and it does have a trademark on it, so to be our own. But that's how it came about, the design.
Yeah, so come to the kickoff and you can find.
That's
About
right.
the acorn. Yeah, because I want her to be able to tell, because she knows all about that acorn.
That would
But
be
there
so
is a
good.
significant
Yes.
story behind that.
You know, this is a great opportunity for people to bring their children.
Oh,
to-
yes.
Which they probably won't like it at first.
Yes.
But there will be so much interest in its history that we all need.
It is.
Yeah, well, and that's something that we're really focusing on, is involving the children, because after all, they'll be the ones that will remember
They'll do the next one.
50 years from now.
Well, yeah.
For instance, our children were 4 and 8 when the Sesame Centennial.
I was 12 when it happened, and I remember,
Yeah.
you know, it was just a big thing.
Yeah.
And I have fond memories. I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember a good bit of when that happened. But on July 4th, when we opened up the time capsule, that will be an event that day with other things. But it's my understanding, and I could be wrong, but it's been mentioned that we will bury another time capsule to be opened up in 50 years for the 250th birthday.
Interesting.
We won't be here, but that's okay. That's okay, but we do want to, you know, keep our children educated, informed, you know, about our history, and, you know, and it'd be exciting for them maybe in 50 years. But she kind of went through McKee and Pinola and Shivers, the events, and then toward the end will be Harrisville events that are listed, and Braxton has one. And I forgot to mention Richard Rankin is their representative from Braxton. We had Miss Virginia Montgomery, and she kind of had to step aside due to various reasons, but he's kind of their representative. And then Mendenhall, it will end the last 2-week period, going through June 7th and through June 29th. We have different events. Some of ours didn't get listed, but that's okay, because we're gonna start blitzing out all kind of info.
There you
We get
go.
started in McGee and making sure everybody knows the location of events, the times, and that kind of thing.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
I did also want to mention, I had written this down, talking about merchandise. We're gonna have, like I said, we have the calendars, the t-shirts, the caps, we have some can coolers, we have some bracelets, some little wristband things, but also Wade Stevenson, the local artist here in our county, he actually made 100 Christmas ornament, pottery Christmas
really?
ornaments. Has
Limited edition.
Limited edition.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. Since it's just 100, and that's all he's making, we donated one to the Historical Society to put in their museum. And then what we thought we would do on Saturday for our opening event of the birthday party, we're going to have 3, number 2 through 4, displayed for a silent auction.
Great idea.
Then the other 3 on July 4th, we'll have a silent auction. The remaining 93, each community, we're going to divide raffle tickets up according to population. Like McGee may get a few more raffle tickets to sell for the other 93. And I think we're doing 500 tickets. We're going to print 500. And then McGee probably having a few more, and then Mendenhall, depending on the size of the community to sell. So I did want to mention that too, that he helped us in that way, and I thought that was a big thing too.
Yes.
That is. As you can see, there's lots and lots and lots of stuff, and these ladies have done lots and lots of work. And their committees have worked well with them. They've got everything, everybody's doing something. But what we want you to remember right now is Saturday. This Saturday
at 11 a.m.
Kick off at 11 a.m. at the Alice Davis Park. It'll be there and at the Methodist Church and at the courthouse, all right in there. But as Jean said earlier, there is a backup plan in case of rain. So get your calendars and keep them updated all the time. I think it's great, and I thank you so much.
Well, I do want to mention this, because I told Miss Jean last night, last but not least, I do want to thank all of our community committee members that are working with us here in McGee, Mendenhall, all of our towns, because they put a lot of work into it too. And I especially want to thank our Simpson County Board of Supervisors. They've been a big support for us. Good. And we have a lot of sponsors. There's different businesses and individuals that have donated to this cause, and none of this would be possible without them.
You're right.
And cities.
Yes, our city governments,
yes,
our chambers have been very supportive monetary wise and with serving with their time.
Yes.
So we appreciate everybody doing that.
And Don Steen.
And Don Steen, he's our chairperson of the executive committee, and he's really guided us. He's put a lot of hours into it.
I don't think people
He
including
keeps us
myself,
straight.
realize the hours that y'all have put into it.
Yeah, he has really worked hard and kept us organized and has thought of all the little small details too.
Which makes sense.
That makes a big difference. And then I do want to just mention 2 other things. I know it's so much. I'm sitting here going, well, countywide, working together, Mendenhall and McGee and the surrounding other areas, we are going to be doing a Miss Bicentennial pageant.
Oh.
Now, that is going to be toward the end of March. The final date hasn't been set, but it will range from babies up through senior adults, and it will be judged in different age categories, and there will be a queen and 4 princesses in each category. So watch for details about that.
Oh, yes.
You know, doing that, and I don't know where to be or anything, just don't have the final details. And also, Miss Jean and I, we got our committees together of doing a countywide essay of what Simpson County means to them for all of our seniors.
Great.
And we have formed 2 of her ladies on her committee and 2 on mine. They're getting together and working on that, and we'll offer a scholarship for that.
Wonderful.
So I thought that was neat that we kind of did 2 countywide things together too, as far
Girls,
as
y'all have been busy or
We
staying
have-
busy. I'm so impressed and so thankful.
Well,
And I appreciate it, I really do, because this has not been easy.
No.
And it's still not easy.
No, it's still not easy, but it has come together. We all feel like things are starting to fall in place.
Yes.
We just want people to come and participate.
I'd just like to mention about the events. There's so many varied events, and this will include parades, musicians, storytelling, picnics, artists, authors, and just prayer breakfast. You just keep on and on. And each town, Harrisville, Pinola, Shivers, Braxton, Harrisville, all of these will be doing events specific to their time. And I think it's just an exciting countywide birthday party.
I do too. And so y'all join in.